Excuse me, Senator Gillibrand. How you doing? My name's Osvaldo Franco. We met briefly a month ago at the Schomburg Center.
How are you?
I'm the UAP advocate.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
They briefed our staff, but it wasn't very significant. Not a lot of information. They're building the office right now, and they understand what the mission is. So I met the guy who's in charge of the office. He understands he's supposed to work in the private sector, and all the people who have all the data and information. He's also asked to go back and look at all of the archival data. He has not been able to get access to it because, as you can imagine, it's probably siloed in all sorts of
Yes,
places.
ma'am, it is.
And so his job is to try to get access to all of it. And if he can't, I said just go forward. If you can't get the historic stuff, get what's in the private sector, get the private sector data like FAA data, correlate it, investigate all the other things that are current, and just create a state-of-the-art office. And he's committed, and they're taking it seriously. They're not going to hide it because there's so many of us now on the Intel Committee and Armed Services that we're going to stand by the service members who documented this stuff. They have video, they have radar, they have heat sensors, they have everything.
Materials.
They have it. So I'm not going to let it go. I'm 100% committed. And if you have information you want to help,
Yes, I do, very much. I have a lot of news. One of the things I couldn't tell you before is that I represent a group of people, a private group. Like, we can back this up. These are the crown jewels of the UFO research community. This is yours.
Oh, wow.
This is
your number
everybody.
on here?
Yes, ma'am. Everybody here needs to be subpoenaed. And back of this is a paper written by one of my colleagues who's a part of my organization. Yes.
there's a whole new department in Armed Services, and they are supposed to give me a report within the next month about what they've done so far. So far, I've had one meeting. They're doing serious work. They want to talk to community members. You will have an opportunity to not only meet with them. He will subpoena these people. He actually will just call them.
Senator, I'm going to take that for you.
Well, I'm going to take it. Yeah, I got it.
The subcommittee hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, will come to order.
We're coming with conclusions. We have all sorts of things.
I will hand deliver this to the guy who's in charge.
Mr. Grush, finally, do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
And it had acceleration rates. I mean, it went from 0 to matching our speed in no time at all.
Now, if the fastest plane on Earth was trying to do these maneuvers that you saw, would it be capable of doing that?
No, not even close.
Over the last 5 years, beginning with the formation of To the Stars Academy by Thomas DeLong, has led to a dizzying array of great victories, the likes of which our cause has never seen. And though it appears that we are finally in the twilight hours of a conspiracy of silence and obfuscation.
You'll see it pop in and out of the field of view there. This is essentially all of the data we have associated with this event from some years ago. For the record, that in our research, AARO has found no credible evidence thus far of extraterrestrial activity, off-world technology, or objects that defy the known laws of physics.
A dark gray or a black cube inside of a clear sphere.
Inside of a clear sphere?
Yes.
And with no self-evident propulsion system?
No wings, no IR energy coming off of the vehicle, nothing tethering it to the ground. And that was primarily what we were experiencing out there.
A conspiracy of silence and obfuscation that has direly hampered humanity's progress and kept us from our best destiny far too long. The battle, however, is not over. Now is the time for we, the citizens of this great nation, to do our part in helping to dismantle this crime against humanity. And the best way for us to do that is to exercise the powers granted to us in our Constitution by petitioning our representatives in both Congress and the Senate. It is time for we, the people, to act as one for the benefit and on the behalf of all mankind, all over the world. We must do this to both right the wrongs of the past and to build the best possible future for all of us. It is time for us to support the efforts of heroes like David Grush and those like them and their families who have made tremendous sacrifices on our behalf.
I do have knowledge of active planned reprisal activity against myself and other colleagues, and it's very, very upsetting to me.
Coming from where?
Certain senior leadership at previous agencies I was associated with.
And though he and others have paid an enormous price for their efforts, our part is relatively simple, even easy. But it's critically necessary that it be done and that we do it. In the comment section below of this video, there will be a list of websites where you can enter your zip code and find all the information necessary to contact your representatives in both Congress and the Senate. I ask you to take to your phones, your social media accounts, and any other forms of communications within your ability to utilize, to encourage your representatives to do the right thing with this small, simple act. And it can be accomplished by all of us easily in just a few minutes. And with this act, we can alter the destiny of mankind forever in the best possible way, but only if we act now and in unison together. I humbly ask that we put aside the political vitriol on both sides that is tearing our country apart. We must enact a necessary temporary truce so that we can take back our destinies from those that would keep the truth hidden from us. Whether you voted for the representative or not, whether you agree with them or not on any other issues, it is time to show them your support for their efforts on behalf of UFO transparency and reform. As you know, the Congress has just done a report on UFOs and UAPs. Would you support any efforts in
I haven't read the report.
You haven't? Will you? Can I ask you when you do?
Sure.
Thank you. It is time to let them know that they must, and in the affirmative. And it needs to be done now.
For the record, if you were me, where would you look? Titles, programs, departments, regions, if you could just name anything. And I put that as an open question to the three of you.
I'd be happy to give you that in a closed environment. I can tell you specifically.
Thank you.
Even those that have been dismissive to us in the past can indeed have a change of heart.
Classified with good reason. I thank my colleagues who worked with me on this legislation, Senator Rounds, Rubio, Heinrich, Gillibrand, and Young, for their partnership on this amendment. And as many know, my mentor and dear friend who I miss so much, Harry Reid, was passionate about this issue. And so were Senators Stevens and Inouye. So I'm glad we could get this into the manager's amendment. For these and many other reasons, I look forward to beginning floor consideration of the NDA bill today.
And to our friends that live outside of the United States, I ask that you do whatever you can to encourage anybody and anyone that is eligible to participate in this to do so. This is a matter of the utmost and most profound implications for all of us. It is time that mankind cast off the weight of these invisible shackles that oppress us all in ways so insidious that most of us are still yet unaware that they even exist. Let us figuratively march hand in hand, together, into a world where at long last disclosure has been achieved today in the current generation. My name is Osvaldo Franco. I'm the host of the Disclosure Revolution. Please contact your representatives in Congress and the Senate. You can't hide the stars by covering your eyes. Disclosure is inevitable.
You have to know where to look. They're not going to divulge it to you because of the classification levels. But if you know where to look and who to talk to, which is exactly where Mr. Grush can point you, then you have them.